Welcome to Blowing Solutions Wide Open, where we're talking about all things spiritual as well as creating new systems in the area of healthcare, government, finance, education, and new environmental practices. My name is Addie Halkin. If you think that you have ideas or things to share in any of the areas I just mentioned, please feel free to email blowingsolutionswideopen@gmail.com, or you could type the word guests in the comment section of this video, and I would love to reach out to you and potentially have you come on this channel. If you have ideas around helping humanity and helping the planet in subjects that I didn't mention, I'd love to hear about that as well. And if you're not somebody that wants to be on a podcast, but you have an interest in getting information out to people, please feel free to leave that in the comments of this video, or you certainly can email me as well. And so please like, subscribe, share, comment, all those things if you want to see more content, or you have an interest in people getting alternative information. And so today I want to talk about the current hurricane situation. I believe it was touched through North Carolina, Florida, Georgia, and I'm probably missing some areas there. But anyway, I decided to go on TikTok. I know I have criticized TikTok in the past for being heavily controlled and kind of going down the tubes. And while that is happening, I thought I'd get on there and just see if it's been, any better lately. And when I got on there, I found that my feed was just full of posts about this hurricane. Watched a lot of them. There were posts from people who are directly in the eye of the storm, like, basically getting on there and saying this, this may be my last post. I may not make it out. Heartbreaking to watch. There were posts from people who are kind of on the ground, desperately trying to help people and bring them resources and things like that. There were posts from, guys that had trucks and trailers and they were loading these things up with as many resources as they can, paying for it themselves. There were posts from people trying to fly in helicopters. There were posts from people begging and pleading for anybody that could, come in and help to please do so. And the one constant that I saw is in every post, every person said the government is absolutely doing nothing to help. There were a couple guys that said that they spoke to like government, I guess, workers, you'd say, that are on the ground there. And they said that the those workers looked frustrated and they looked desperate, that they so badly wanted to help, but they were being given orders that they couldn't. And everybody also talked about how, the media is completely lying to us, that they're saying that the death toll is like a couple hundred or maybe a little more, and that it's really in the thousands. It's far worse than it's being reported to be. There's bodies showing up left and right everywhere. I know that there's a town in North Carolina that's been completely, it's gone. It's no longer. And so you know, just really upsetting stuff. But I'm on here to do my little part around letting people know about this, because if you're watching the media, you're not getting the accurate story as usual. And as much as, yeah, there can be crazies on social media, I still trust people more than I do a scripted narrative that the news is putting out. They just lie. And so I'm going to listen to people. And I'm wishing that, everybody in that area well. I know that it's a very difficult situation. I know that, that people are being threatened if they try to like go into those hurricane zones. They're being threatened that they're going to be thrown in prison, like if they try to go in there and help. Very disturbing ways of handling this. And if you want to dig a little deeper, I know that a lot of people love to stay in their logical mind and they think that the news is telling them the truth and got to do what you got to do if that's what you believe. But I will say, if you want to dig a little deeper, if you're feeling that it's something different than what you're being shown, look up lithium and its connections to the area in which this hurricane has hit. I don't know, guys. I watched a post the other day and this guy said, "Why do we need our government?" He's like, "We don't need him." And that's how I feel at this point. We don't need him. What do they do? What do they do? but destroy things and take for themselves. And so I don't know. I just the one positive that I did see on TikTok around this subject is that there was a few posts talking about the light workers of the planet. Now, I often don't like new agey terms, especially when they're really popular like that, but I don't really know what else to call them. So, basically your intuits and your people that are in touch with their energy and aware of how energy works. A bunch of them got together, like hundreds, maybe more, got together kind of all over the world right before this hurricane hit. And they sent out, light and good intentions towards it. Um, and the light workers really feel like they actually helped out in this situation because the hurricane was supposed to end up being like a level 6, which is the highest hurricane category we've ever had. But it ended up, I think it started at a 5 and it quickly went down to a 3. And so I wouldn't doubt it if the light workers of this planet sending their energy didn't actually like combat the darkness of this hurricane. Um, I do think it works like that, and I do think that we are more powerful with that than we think. And so that was the one positive. I think that we can take that information and use it for some of the disasters to come. I don't think it's going to work on all of the disasters that we have on the planet because some of the weather events that are to come are going to actually be natural disasters. They're going to be, the earth purging itself, and they'll end up being something that was kind of meant to be, things like that. But um I don't know. I'm sending a lot of like, healing towards that area. I really wish everyone as fast of a recovery as possible. And for those people that don't make it out, I know that's heartbreaking. I know it's tough. Just understand that when people leave the planet, they don't cease to exist. They don't they may just be doing their work for planet Earth from another reality, from non-physical. And so as hard as it is to face something like that, if you know somebody um in those hurricane zones that ends up passing on, or just even if you don't know the people, it's hard to take, but just understand that when it comes to the soul and when it comes to who we really are in our spirit, there is no death. um I know that this year has been extraordinarily hard. I know that it's an incredibly transitional year, and I know that this nightmare that is kind of ensuing right now is going to shift. It's going to change. Um, you know, Sometimes these kind of events just wake people up big time, and that's all I can really tell you. So anyway, I thought I'd share with you guys what I saw. TikTok and just watching people in general is so powerful. I have no reason to believe any of these people were lying. Um, and I have every reason in the book to believe that our news is lying to us about this. So it's your choice. Believe what you want. But all right, guys, have a great day, and I will talk to you later. Bye bye.